have decided I will do a video on fitting my electrics. So I've got a few bits to show you today. Right, so first of all, this box, we have a split charge relay kit from Amazon, which is quite a nice looking kit. Let's move that somewhere out of the way. In case you're anyone who's not sure, split charge relay is where when you're driving, the alternator on the van will charge the leisure battery and the van battery, and then when you turn the engine off, it separates the two so that you don't drain the van battery. Now this setup I got here from Amazon was I think £52, and it's got a nice little display unit there with a on-off button. As you can see, it's 140 amps, so more than enough for what we're having. There's supposed to be, I'm guessing it's that one, about 6 meters of cable, and we want to have, so this is going to be our seating area, our seating slash bed area. I want to put the batteries here. We need to run the long cable to the van battery that is in the passenger step, which is obviously the other side of the bulkhead. So I need to figure out where to route the wiring through. Possibly have to go up and over through there, through this channel, and then back down into the cab. Then once we've done that, we've got a big roll of 7-core trailer wiring. I've designed all my plug outlets, so we're going to route the wiring in a moment, making sure we leave space for the plug sockets and whatever else it is we're having. So I'll route that. We've got obviously this side to do. We'll have some lights, the fan will need plugging in, and then we've also got a load of sockets and stuff over this side, probably a bit more over this side because of the kitchen being here. So we're going to route that lot, and once we've routed it, we're going to attach it all to the side of the van, fix it, secure it to the side of the van, ready for the spray foam insulation, because once the spray foam's in, that wiring will not move. So I need to get on with routing of the wiring, so I'll crack on with that and I'll update you in a mo. With the wiring, I've routed from here where the batteries are going to live and fuse box and whatnot. So we go up here, around the top there, through here, down, and then along. So let's take a closer look. Like I said, battery fuse box down here, and then we're going up here through the middle here. Everything I've looped like this is essentially where we're going to have an outlet. So for example, this will be a USB outlet. So what I'll do is carefully cut through the coating, pull out one of the coloured wires, and that will correspond to, like I say, in this case, USB. We've also got one there for the overhead lights, the tap for the kitchen, etc. So yeah, going up here, another outlet here. This is for an overhead light. We've got one there, and there'll be one there. Now to secure, I've already done a couple of these so far, but it's essentially these kind of pads, which you can get quite cheap, and they've got a sticky backing on them. They stick to the side of the van like so, and then cable tie goes through, and that will hold the wiring roughly in place. And then once I've done my insulation, whether you're using spray foam like we are, or if you're going to use rock wool or any other insulation, it should pretty much hold that in place. So like I said, another outlet here for reading light, and then I've had to push this panel here back in. I don't know if you can see, there's a panel there I've had to push back in. I'll probably fill this hole with Tiger Seal just to make sure the wiring doesn't move and chafe on the metal, because we don't want it to cut through wires. We're then going up and over here behind this light. We've then got another outlet here, which will be for the strip lighting at the top when we do the ceiling, which will be next week. Same sort of thing here. There's a little panel I've had to bend out the way to get the wire through, so we'll pay attention to making sure that doesn't move. Up through a hole in the channel up there. We then come down here, right down there through this channel, and then we've got, then basically it's a bit confusing here, it routes this way. That's for the kitchen tap and possibly cooker. I don't know if our cooker actually will need any electric yet, or we'll see. And then here, this will be the wire for the fridge and possibly another USB outlet. There's also, then we run through here, and this wiring will be for probably the lights for the bathroom, which I might put here. We're having a look at changing the layout slightly, so possibly toilet there, so you'll have a toilet light. And another USB for this front passenger. Now the problem with this one is that I can't go through this panel because this is structural. There is literally no holes in it whatsoever. I even looked at going through the floor there, through into the sill and along, and there's no outlet at all. So that might hold, we might have to run a bit of trunking around the outside of the wall when we're done. Not the end of the world. So I've now got to go over with all of these clips, all of these sticky pads, and secure all this wiring. So I'm going to get to it. Okay, I think we're done. There's everything's all secured to the side of the van now. I'm happy with that. A couple of things. My split charge system, I actually ordered the 5 meter version, not the 6 meter, and I don't even think 6 meters will be enough. So tomorrow when I go to work, I'm going to just buy a roll, probably 10 meter, feed it up from the battery. It's basically, it goes up, I'm going to go up the channel through this channel here because it's the only way I'm going to get through here. And then if you can see, there's there's an outlet there. There's already the van wiring loom there, so I can just attach it to that. Come down here, and same thing to this. We'll just put the sticky pads on, come through there, and come out here, so ready for the battery. And yeah, other than that, I won't worry about cutting any of this and figuring the wiring out until the installation's done and the boards are on. The only other thing I do need to route is the wiring for this, because that's got to obviously reach over there, but I'll probably just extend what's there. I've got some black and some white reels of wire, so I'll extend these, solder wires onto there, and we'll put a connection up that end. Yeah, that should be it really. So we are, believe it or not, I think ready for spray foam. So that'll be in the next video. Thanks for watching, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you then.